Hey folks, I'm here doing another mock SQL interview question. Let's get started. As usual, I haven't looked at any of these questions before to try to simulate an interview as much as possible. Let's pick this Yelp question. I don't think I've done a question from Yelp before. And I'll start a timer. Because Stratascratch says this is a hard question, I'll try to do it in less than 7 minutes. All right, let's jump in. Find the top 5 states with the most 5-star businesses. Output the state name along with the number of 5-star businesses and order records by the number of 5-star businesses in descending order. In case there are ties in the number of businesses, return all the unique states. If 2 states have the same result, sort them in alphabetical order. Okay. There's a lot of instructions in here, but that's okay. We'll take things one by one. The first step here is to understand the data that you're given, the tables that you're given. In this case, there's only one table, but there's a lot of columns. Sometimes companies will do this. They're trying to see if you can figure out what is relevant and what's not relevant. So let's do that right now. Business ID is probably going to be relevant because we'll need to count the number of businesses. Name, neighborhood, address, city, probably not relevant. I think state is relevant because we need to find the top 5 states. Postal code, latitude, longitude, those are not relevant, I don't think. Stars is going to be relevant because we need to figure out if the business has a 5-star review. And then I think these last 3 columns probably are not relevant. So we'll be paying special attention to business ID, state, and stars. And I could be wrong, but this is just my initial thinking as I'm going through the question. So the first order of business here is for each state, we need to count the number of businesses that have 5 stars. Let's go ahead and do that. But first, I want to take a look at the stars column just to see what that looks like. So stars is here. Okay, so I think we should just be able to filter for stars equals to 5. So let's go ahead and start writing our SQL. State, and then we're counting the business ID because we want to know the number of businesses in each state that have a 5-star review, and then we also need to filter for 5 stars. And because we're aggregating, we need to group by all of the non-aggregated columns. So this is the first step, and I'll call this as num 5-star businesses, and I'll wrap this in a CT. Although now that I'm thinking about it, I wonder if I can put a window function in here. Let's see. Can I do this? Does this work? This doesn't work. Okay. I feel like I've done, okay, well, I'll save this for the next CTE then. Let's wrap this in a CTE and so that we can use it in our next query. All right, so now what we want to do is, so we have the states along with the number of 5-star businesses in each state. Now we need to rank those states. Star biz, and then now let's do our window function. And we're going to order it by the number of 5-star businesses, and we'll sort this descending because the states with the largest number of 5-star businesses should be ranked at number 1. Okay. Let's call this, I think it's good practice to name your CTEs something descriptive. So we can call it like rank. Well, that's okay. Let's call it rank, or maybe let's call it state rank. And then now what we can do is we want the top 5, right? So select from state rank where row number is less than or equal to 5. But we also want to. Let's see, it says if 2 states have the same result, sort them in alphabetical order. So we also actually need to order the window function by state name. Okay, and then they want to return the state. The output is the state and the number of 5-star businesses. And they want to order this by, let's see, order by the number of 5-star businesses in descending order. Descending, and they also want to, if 2 states have the same result, sort them in alphabetical order. So we also need to sort by state. Okay, let's see what this returns. So it does indeed return 5 records, and we see that there's 2 states with the same number of 5-star businesses, but it sorts Illinois first. So let's go ahead and check the solution. Oh no, what did we do here? The solution, 1, 2, 3, 4. The solution returns 6 records. Okay, so I think this is a misunderstanding on my part. If this was like a live interview, you could just ask to clear this up. I thought that they wanted only, like literally only 5 states, but it looks like they do want the top 5 states, and they're okay with more than 5 states being returned if there's a tie. So this is pretty simple. We can change row number to rank, and let's try that again. Why doesn't that work? Let me see. So, okay, let me just run this real quick. We can do something like, just want to see the output here. Okay. Oh. Okay. So there are 3 states with the same. Oh, I think it's because I have this extra ordering in the window function. So let me get rid of that. That's better. Okay. And I'm way over the 7-minute mark, unfortunately, here. But I think that this should work now after changing row number to rank and removing the order by from that window function. All right, so now we got it. It did take me a bit longer, but you know, it's a hard question, or the level of this is hard. And I got a little tripped up on what they were asking for. But I think that this is a good lesson in, you know, in the interview, if you don't get it right the first time, it's okay. Just kind of calmly go through your code and figure out where you might have made a mistake. For those of you who still aren't sure what I did wrong initially, so I had originally I had this as, instead of rank, I was using row number, and the order by critically had I was ordering by state as well. And that tripped me up because what they wanted was the top 5 states, including states that had a tie, and that returns actually 6 states. I thought they literally just wanted 5 states. So that was a misinterpretation on my part. But in a live interview, it's important to, that's something that I would have clarified had it, you know, if I had an interviewer and they were able to, I was able to ask them some clarifying questions. In this case, you know, when you're using something like Stratascratch, you know, you obviously can't ask questions. but that's okay. Just go through the question like I did, write out your query, run your code until you're confident, and then check to see if you got it right. And then if you didn't get it right, that's okay. Just go back through your code and see what you might have gotten wrong. In this case, I don't feel too bad about it because I just didn't understand that they wanted to return all the top 5 states. I thought that they wanted only the top 5. So yeah, hopefully this was helpful for you guys. If there are other questions that you want to see me solve live, let me know. Thanks.